having a blanket for comfort, and obviously I'm just gonna keep it because I did a comfort watch on my Patreon for Halloween. So I'm just gonna keep the blanket. I'm just gonna keep the blanket. It's gonna be I'm just gonna be talking a lot. It's gonna be a very awkward video. So, and I'm gonna be like one of them YouTubers who hold the microphone really close to them, so you can really be in depth and hear what they have to say. That's what it's giving. You could tell by how this is going. I'm very inspired by Kenny JD. Very much so. How is it going today, my loves of the interweb? My name is dearRoderick. For those who do not know, if you do know me, welcome back to my channel. I never done a book review on my channel, or like an audio like an audio series reaction on my channel, so I decided this is gonna be my very first one. Yay, this is gonna be my very first one. So this book, this novel, is it what I call it, a novel? Yes, this novel came out by Joshua David King, who was an amazing, beautiful, talented person. He made this novel, and you hear me mention it a couple times, especially if you watch my comic shop reactions. It's called Project Supercrush, and if you see me on social media, which follow all my social medias, I've been loving it like crazy. I've been loving it like crazy. As soon as I heard Black Yaoi, black gay queer romance, I was like, okay, bet, because we barely have this in society. We barely have it in society, so we might as well get it. So you know how hard it is for us to be promoted. So yeah, I was all in. I was all in to hear this, and I bought both Act 1 and Act 2, and I heard afterwards that they were going to be releasing an audio drama, and they already released 4 episodes. Well, 7 if you buy the CD, which I'm planning on buying the CD very soon. Because listen, I don't think I can wait every single week like I can. I don't think I can wait every single week to hear these next couple episodes. But you know, we're gonna get into so here's what I'm gonna do. Here's how I'm gonna do it. So I've only heard the first 3 episodes. Episode 4 dropped today, since I am filming this on Halloween. What's episode 4? Yeah, episode 4 of the audio drama dropped, which is basically just chapter 4 of the books. So I'm gonna be reviewing episodes 1 through 3, and then reacting to the audio drama for chapter 4. Okay. Yeah, hit that like, subscribe to the channel if you're new here, follow social media down below. If you want to see full and uncut versions of a lot of my reactions, I did the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown on my Patreon. That was a cute little experience. I'm going to do much more, especially for the month of November. I'm going all out. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead right into this video. I'm gonna try to look in your eyes. I'm gonna try to look in your eyes when I do this, but you'll just see me looking like this. So just be aware of that. Just be aware of that. You already can tell, like, every single time I like look this way, I'm looking at myself, because it's quite frankly, it's not because I like looking at myself. It's just because I'm just trying to see if my camera doesn't lag. Alrighty, I'm just gonna give y'all a basic synopsis of Project Supercrush in my own words. It's basically, yeah, just Black Yaoi. We're gonna be talking about these 2 main characters. Their names are, his name is Jay Johnson, and another, his name is Christian Miller. The way the chapters go is they do it like chapter 1 Jay Johnson, chapter 2 Christian Miller, chapter 3 Jay Johnson, like back and forth of each person's perspectives, which I think is a really cute way to go. In the very first episode is Jay Johnson. Boy, you ain't too much, got my heartbeat speeding up.
Project Supercrush.
Jay Johnson is basically what you would describe as a normal black twink. He is basically me reincarnated into a shorter body, which honestly, it sucks how much I relate to this baby. Oh my god, it sucks. It sucks. He's basically 18 years old and 18 years old with 3/4, is but under 5'7". Is introduced to the heading of the very first day of Eastville University because he's going straight to college. it's college season, so this kind of hit me as well, since my sister just dropped my sister off at college. He's on his way to go to his first day at university with his dad. One thing that we have very known, that his dad, his name is Ryan Johnson. He's basically a campus legend.
He led the team to a 20-game winning streak and lived his college days as the big man on campus, surrounded by glitz, glamour, and girls all vying for his attention.
The king definition of just what a popular nigga would be. Yeah. I was thinking he was gonna be very entitled, but he's kind of he cool. You would think that Jay would be like kind of like his father, right? Wanted to follow into his father's footsteps, everything like that and so forth. No. No. See, that's not how it works all the time. That's not how it works all the time. And if it does happen all the time, sometimes it just be because, you know, they think that they have nothing else to do and they really just want to live up to their parents' expectations and, you know, standards and everything like that, which honestly, do what you want to do. He was not interested in the same thing as his dad was. His dad was really trying to get him really interested very young, especially when he took him out to practice one time when he was about 8 years old.
Dad decided it was time to bond over football. We spent hours in the yard, him throwing pass after pass while I managed to catch the ball a grand total of 2 times. I wish I were exaggerating.
Oh my god, bro. He was more interested. Jay Johnson is basically more of a nerd. He's basically just a nerd. He's more interested in writing, anime, comics, video games, everything like that. He's more of a creative figure. He loves to create stuff, especially he's better at doing writing because he loved writing stories and just making these interesting little worlds, especially since he's been very inspired from anime and comics at a very young age. His mom always encouraged him to do everything that he wanted to do. You're gonna hear me talk about his mom a little bit. I don't, from the way the depiction of the story is telling this about his mother, I am very confused about what her like presence is in general right now, because basically his mom was there for most of his life until the 7th grade when she left. Now, I don't know, do they mean by left this earth or left her husband? If y'all have any context, let me know, because I automatically just assumed that she just left the earth. She passed away at around when Jay was in 7th grade. And after everything of that, so his enthusiasm for basically wanting to create a lot more, like, kind of left with her along with in the process. So I'm trying to really kind of wonder why, if his mom is not dead, I'm trying to understand why. I don't know, is it probably going to be talked about more into the chapter, or not the chapter, into the book in general. I'm trying to understand like what happened to his mom, because it didn't say clearly that she died, but it does state that she's no longer with the family anymore, whether it's due to her death or due to her just leaving the family for whatever particular reason. Probably because the daddy's a dickhead. We'll see about that later. I'll just be like, another case of a deadbeat daddy. another case of a deadbeat daddy. I'm all over the place. You understand why I don't do reviews and stuff, because I'm all over the place and I'm very shy. I like talking though. I very much love talking though. Anywho, to compromise basically everything that Jay has going on, his father still wants him to have some sort of sports and relevance, so he offers his proposal that Jay is basically going to be a part of the team, but not in the way that we normally think. Jay is basically just going to be documenting and writing up progress for the football team, for the Eastvale Tigers. Good reports basically that I'm probably going to be placed in like a newspaper or on social media or whatever the hell. So that way he could still get to experience being a part of like what it is kind of to be like in the team, but also still get to do what he likes to do, which is basically writing. So Jay was like, okay, I mean, this is not something I would personally want to do, but if I have to do it, then you know, it's like it might work out in my favor. So I'll give it a chance. They arrive at the dorms and basically oh my god, I'm messing up pronouns. I hate when I do that. They arrive to the dorm, and Jay's dad basically just in reminiscence of basically just what it was like to be at Eastvale University. basically at the same dorm that they're standing at, that's where he met Jay's mother. And, you know, obviously, you know, like how love stories, you know, usually go. Yeah, it's everything like that. They started to go up to the dorm, and once they get to the dorm, his dad basically was like, all right, don't say I don't ever do nothing for you, because I do something for you. And basically, as they open the door, you see a plain small room, and notices one thing and one thing only.
Oh, no roommate.
Nope. Thought you'd appreciate the space to yourself.
He's basically just gonna be in that room by himself, which is obviously the best case scenario for anything like that. I don't do roommates. I can't do roommates unless it's someone I really fuck with, because it's just like I like my own space, and I don't like rooming with people, especially when I don't know them, and I don't like getting to know them in another environment. I'd rather get to know them and then, you know, decide if I want to room with them. But that's a whole other conversation. They start to unpack some of his stuff and basically just try to make it more feel at home for him. Jay puts up some of his posters, some of his favorite anime and everything like that, you know, everything on, so forth. As soon as they get settled in to unpacking everything, his dad basically passes on a special surprise for Jay that he's been saving up for the very day that he goes to college, which is basically a big ass leather jacket with the Johnson 101 on the back, basically just, you know, saying that he just wore this throughout all of his college days, and it was like, we kind of wish it would fit bigger, because, you know, we thought you would grow more, but hey, listen, God had other plans, so God had other plans, and he was like, it's finally time for you to wear this to uplift the Johnson family name.
This carried me through all my years here. Now it's yours, Mr. Johnson.
And everything like that. He also gives away another jacket, another coat of some sort. And this coat is different because it came down from his mother. And the mother would have gave it to him if, you know, she was here, which basically she isn't. It had Jay felt more comfortable wearing the jacket or being in the presence of the coat that his mother would have gave him, rather than the coat that his dad would have gave him, basically, because the coat that the dad gave him basically just made him feel a little bit more like, okay, I have to live up to the name, I have to live up to the Johnson family name, I have to make everybody proud and everything like that, and basically just bringing on a whole bunch of, like, you know, insecurity and everything like that. But the coat that the mom would have gave him, it basically just gives him more sense of warmness and comfort in him, so which makes me just basically kind of think that Jay and his father really don't have that much of a good of a relationship. This is hitting a little too close to home. This hit a little too close to home. His dad basically is gonna go wish him goodbye, everything like that. They share an emotional moment as Jay hugs his father, and it's just like, God, it's just like, even though, like, it's like college and everything like that, the fact that you're basically just going out to live on your own now, you're not going to have no one on your shoulder anymore to tell you basically what to do and everything like that. You have to make your own decisions, and you're not going to be around the same people you be around every single other day, and it's just like, ugh.
But maybe it's just the emotions of the day catching up with me. Everything is shifting. I'm starting something new, and this time Dad won't be around. Before I can stop myself, I hug him, holding on a little longer than usual, even if it feels unnatural for us.
After his dad basically leaves, he basically just tries to cope with the fact that, okay, I'm basically on my own. He reaches into the coat pocket that the mom coat pocket, and finds something very unexpected, a small flashcard from his mom. And basically, after he sees the flashcard, he suddenly breaks out into tears, just knowing, okay, like, and that's the part where I just broke down into tears too, bitch, because I'm just like, bro,
I try to steady myself, but the tears come, slow and unstoppable, as everything hits me all at once. Follow your heart, Jay. It always knows the way. Mom.
And that is the end of episode 1. I'm reacting to the rest of these episodes. I don't care, bro, because I can't do this talking shit. It's just like, I have so much to say and I have so much thoughts, but it's just like every single time I always prepare myself to do this thing, it never happens. We gonna get into it. We gonna get into the next part.
Boy, you ain't too much. Got my heart beat speeding up.
Project Supercrush.
We're going into the next part. Episode 2, we're introduced to Christian Miller, basically the other love interest. He is 20 years old, 6'2", and a starting quarterback with the Eastville Tigers. He's been very much into football ever since middle school, but it's different. But he says that it's basically very different when you're in college. Like, you're playing for something better, and I guess you're just expected to do better. I'm gonna import the clip of him just saying how it feels. Anywho,
being on the team means something. You're not just playing for yourself anymore. It's for the alumni, for the fans watching from their couches, for the world. It adds a layer of importance.
he's trying to get excited to basically for the new season, but he's having a rough time trying to get into like the spirit of everything, thinking that it might be the sophomore slump that's getting to him or anything like that. But in my personal opinion, after hearing some things out of the chapter, maybe this is not something he wants to do anymore. That's just my personal opinion. This summer he spent in California. He spent it with his sister Cameron. They were pretty close throughout most of their life, but something very much shifted. I don't know what shifted. I don't know what happened. We don't hear much about Christian's parents yet. We only hear about his sister Cameron. I don't know. I'm thinking that a similar type of experience happened with Jay, with him, about the path he wanted to take with football. And with his parents, I don't know. Something different might have basically kind of shifted in a way. But he claims that football really gave him a purpose to actually be more and do more. I don't know. We'll see about that. So he starts to head back into his dorm. Overhere's a conversation that some dude is having with his girlfriend. I don't really remember the conversation at all whatsoever because I just felt like it was really irrelevant.
Do this! Think of all the good memories! The future! Our 7 kids! Come on, Maya, please!
It's really irrelevant to me, but I feel like it was someone that he knows. But we'll get back to that very much later. He heads back to the store, starts searching through some of his old stuff that he had from like last year. And he found a particular canvas that Cameron gave him. Basically what was said, that Cameron said that he used to be really into drawing, but quote unquote outgrew it. And Cameron's not really letting that lay up, like, no, you're really gonna be this animator that you wanted to be. Because I feel like he wanted to be like some sort of animator or something else in the creative field of drawing and everything like that. It was like, you don't always have to like give up one of your passions because you're doing better in like another passion, or like you did good in this certain passion. Which is honestly very true. Like, I don't think that you should totally give up that dream or totally give up that passion, because you know it could help you and it could like lead to something else for you in the future. I'm just saying. We're also introduced to his friend, which I think his name is Blue. He's very much basically just a stereotype of a fucking klutz.
Blue Pedretti stands there, grinning like always. We've been friends and teammates since middle school. At 6'8" with the linebacker's build, Blue is massive. But today, he's a bit more distracting.
He's basically just a klutz. He's just, he's not too bright in the mind, but he's still a very good friend to Christian and everything like that. I really don't have anything else to say about episode 2, because like it was just like we just basically just introduced to Christian, and he's really just trying to find his passion and to do better for everything like that of some sorts. We'll see what happens, because we're gonna get into chapter 4 today, and I think that's good. We're gonna get back into Christian's side, but let's get into episode 3 real quick.
Boy, you ain't too much. Got my heart beat speeding up.
Project Supercrush.
We're gonna talk about episode 3, and yeah, let's see. I don't know how cold it'd be in them college dorms, and I'm not really gonna be looking forward to it if I ever decide to go to college next year. Listen. I fear I might have to. But it's just like whatever. It's whatever. He wakes up very, very early, and he takes the opportunity to go to explore while he heads down to the practice field. And basically just takes the time to explore, to try to get to know the campus, everything like that. Of course, he's probably going to get lost, but who cares? Because, it's his very first day. It's his very first day and everything like that. He sees his jacket on his way out and was like, he's trying to avoid it because it's due to pressure and to questions. Because obviously, people are going to ask questions basically like, oh my God, what's it like being related to the famous Ryan Johnson? Like, you must have been so popular. You must have got so much publicity, which is obviously the opposite of probably with this baby's life. But anyway, he takes the entire campus admiring the view, trying to make his way, and then all of a sudden he has this imagination vision that he has basically with his knight in shining armor. I'm gonna let him explain that real quick.
And then something strange happens. A familiar feeling stirs deep inside of me, faint but insistent. Like a whisper from a part of my brain I haven't visited in a while. Before I can stop it, my thoughts start spinning out of control. Suddenly, I'm imagining a zombie football player stumbling from out of the trees, eyes glazed over and hungry for his freshman snack. Pale skin, droopy eyes, reeking of sweat and grass stains. I snort at the ridiculousness of it, but my mind doesn't quit. Before long, a knight manifests out of thin air, his armor gleaming in the sunlight. Sword in hand, he closes the gap between me and the monster, cutting it down before it gets too close. Then he takes off his helmet. His light brown skin and close-cropped hair almost shimmer as brightly as his armor. He glances my way, a confident smile on his face that sends my heart racing. I know he's just a figment of my imagination, but damn, he's perfect.
It's over here having, after that whole imagination spike goes down, he has like these certain thoughts, maybe that he doesn't even belong here at this school or not at that, and he's trying to figure out like how is he really going to be able to do like this certain thing, especially with public speaking, when you have to do everything like that, have to introduce yourself to the team and everything like that, and it's just like I don't know. Like it's like dude, he's basically like Joshua, if you're watching this video, I doubt you are, but if you're watching this video, did you basically just make this, you basically just went into my mind with this character. This baby does not know how to talk to people. Me as hell, I don't know how to talk to people. It's just like all that pressure to try to hold up a conversation with a nigga who probably don't even care about you. It's just like, oh my God. This is why I'm trying to push myself to do something in 2026, especially for my channel, but also for like everything to help with my like public speaking. So I'll explain that later if I can do it next year. While he's trying to decide basically whether he's very much good for this, we see the interaction. Well, not really interaction, the first like look and admirance of Christian Miller from Jay's eyes.
My heart jumps into my throat.
Come on, Pedretti, you're so slow. What have you been doing all summer, man?
Another guy moves past him, fast and effortless, like something out of a movie. No, out of my mind. My night, brought to life.
Basically, Christian is basically described as the knight in shining armor from his imagination came to life. It's basically love at first sight when it comes down to Jay Johnson. This man has been stuck in this dude's mind ever since he saw him. Yeah. Do I believe in love at first sight? Absolutely not. I actually don't. You got to get to know niggas before you can just go on and say everything like that. But you can very much be attracted at first sight. So that's basically that. It was like, oh my God, he's just a knight in shining armor from my dreams. It's like how is this even possible? I don't know how this is even possible. But yeah, he just basically just sees him and it's just like, all right, I just need to get him out of my head for this quick little moment. It's just like he probably doesn't even know who I am. He probably didn't even see me or anything like that. even though he kind of looked into a center direction of myself, but it wasn't really looking at Mimi. But it's whatever. It's really much whatever.
I don't know why I thought I'd be able to forget him. The glance, that stupid smile, it's been playing in my head since I dashed back to my dorm last night. By the time I wake up today, he's still there, haunting my dreams. I seriously have to pull it together. I can't under any circumstances start my first day of practice already obsessing over one of the football players.
So he gets down to the practice and he's introduced to Coach McCartney, which is basically the coach for the Israel Tigers this year, and so on and so forth. He gets introduced to him and like, all right, I'm gonna show you the way, boy. I'm gonna show you the way, boy, to the field, and you'll get to introduce to all the players and everything like that. And just like, okay, yeah, yay, sports. Listen, I'm awkward around people. Alrighty, so Coach and Jay go out to the field where all the people are practicing. Jay automatically notices that Christian is not there, which obviously brings him a little bit of sense of relief. Like, okay, like, thank God I won't get no distractions, because he knows he knows that Christian was like, he basically was built like he was a part of the team. So basically, Coach McCartney gathers everybody around and basically says, hey, this is Jay Johnson. He's gonna be like writing up reports for y'all and everything like that. Jay tries to introduce himself, but is confronted with a huge silence, and that's the thing I hate the most. You don't even say hi to me when I'm trying to gather all my strength to talk to you. Is insane. Everyone's trying to decipher, like, oh, where have I heard that name before? Jay Johnson sounds very familiar. And it was like, oh, it's like Ryan Johnson. And it was like, oh yeah, that's basically just my dad and everything. That's basically just my dad and shit. And it was like, oh yeah. And then everyone just starts to warm up to him a little bit more, which honestly, that's be like the most thing that I'd be like, I feel like that's just like something so unexpected whenever I try to feel like I need to talk to people. That's not a reaction I would think that I would ever get if I ever try to talk to people. So yeah, I'm so glad that he finally, I think he'll feel like a little bit better in the presence of the people. So yeah, Jay goes, I think, okay, I'm trying to remember what happens in episode 3. After he basically introduced to the team, he tries to go backwards into like a little space where he could try to write down some good notes for everybody else, but he's having like a little bit of writer's block. And basically he's, you know, trying to figure out everything, like how is he basically just gonna write everything down. I think at the last couple minutes of the chapter, he sees Christian Miller on the outside of the field. He was like, oh shit. I think this all happened like overnight. I think Jay saw him, and then he just like went back to like his dorm, and I think he came back the other day. Oh my god, I feel bad. That was my best episodes I could give. I'm reacting to these next couple episodes, bro, because quite frankly, I clearly don't have the mental capacity to give reviews. Anyhow, let's get into episode 4. I'm tired.
As I take in the stadium chants, those doubts I had seem so far away. The energy is electric. My name echoing over and over. Maybe this is all I needed. A reminder of what I mean around here. Right now, it's the fourth
Zeno
quarter,
ate the
and
voice
the
acting
team huddles
BTW.
up. We've got a lead, but one screw up and it's gone, along with the game. I'm feeling good though. Maybe a little too puffed up from the crowd's energy, but it's fueling me. I can't help myself. Let's do this with a QB draw. The Old Faithful.
This late, Miller? What happens if they see through it?
The concern's valid, especially from Jet, but I'm not backing down. This is it. I can feel it. This play will lock in the win. Come on. Trust me, guys. Parker hesitates for a second, but eventually turns to me.
All right, bro. We'll open up the lane for you. Don't let us down.
Nice. Let's bring it home, boys. Break! The huddle disbands, and we take our positions. The roar of the stadium fades as we line up. Just the pounding of my heartbeat filling my ears.
Why are headphones on?
Jet snakes the ball. And just like they promised, Blue, Parker, Bryson, and the others create the opening. The lane's right there. Wide open. Adrenaline surges through me, ready to explode forward. But I don't move. It's like my body's stuck, lagging behind my brain's signals. My legs won't budge.
Christian! Take the opening!
But I can't move. I'm frozen. The gap is closing. Panic nearly suffocates me. I look down. My left ankle is chained, bound by a ball and chain I didn't even realize was there. The voices of my teammates blur together, echoing in my head, distant and warped as the weight drags me down.
Oh,
Powerless, watching the moment slip away.
Dream.
I jolt awake.
Yeah, Dream. That's what he gave.
Cold sweat. A nightmare. Shit. Not exactly how I wanted my second night back to go, but I guess everything's catching up to me. Blue's reminder about Ryland Park probably didn't help either. I wipe my face, trying to shake it off. And I grab my phone. And panic strikes all over again. Shit. Oh, shit. I'm late for practice. Not just late, but 30 minutes late.
God
Setting my
damn.
alarms, and I've got 10 missed calls from Blue and texts from the rest of the team. I throw myself together in record time and sprint toward the field.
30 minutes. You know you got 30 minutes? 30.
By the time I finally get to practice, I'm a solid 50 minutes late.
God damn.
As soon as Blue catches sight of me from across the field, he rushes over and nearly knocks me over with his body weight.
Christian, tell Coach how I tried to wake you up this morning.
Did you?
I try to push him off.
Did you?
It's like moving a brick wall. He just stays there, pouting like a kid. Before I can shake him off, Coach McCartney marches toward me, his expression hard enough to scare Blue into retreating. Reasonably so. He looks pissed.
Care to explain why you're late today?
Sorry, Coach, I overslept. I keep it brief. No need to get into the details of the nightmare that had me chained to the stadium's turf. His face drops at the bluntness of my response.
Overslept? Come on, Miller. You're the QB for crying out loud. We're counting on you this semester, and don't think I won't consider other options if you keep it up.
He blows into his whistle,
Boys,
calling
get
the
back
guys
over
over,
here.
who shout out to me as they crowd in.
Oh, see money! What's up, dog? Hey, yo, Miller.
Parker's dreads whip around as he waves at me, grinning.
Oh, sign my tits!
Bryson jokes.
What the
Chris
fuck?
talks on the ground
What the?
like it's story time. Typical. He's not just one of our wide receivers. He's basically the class clown.
You're late, QB.
Jingenton,
What?
Jet says he's
I
one
would've
of
been
our
like,
best
gladly.
running backs.
I would've been like,
We've always
gladly,
had a
you
bit of
know?
a hot and cold relationship. And again, it's Jet. He gives everyone a hard time. You're right. Won't happen again. Promise.
For the newcomers, this is Christian Miller, your starting quarterback. He's
Okay.
my number 2, so don't give him any grief.
They nod. And one face catches my attention. Dirty blonde hair, short cut. And there's something in the way he stands that reminds me a bit of myself.
Davidson, introduce yourself.
Sure, Coach. I'm Aaron Davidson, and I'll be the backup quarterback this season.
Backup?
So he's my backup.
Interesting.
He's got that spark I remember having during my first semester.
Interesting.
Oh, the backup? Nice to meet you, Davidson.
It's really nice to meet you too, Christian. I'm looking forward to playing with you.
He smiles, and I feel a flicker of envy. He's got that spark. The same raw enthusiasm I had when I first got here. The kind of drive that's been harder to muster lately.
All right, at ease again, boys.
All right, let's get back to it, gentlemen.
Hurry to the track so I can beat your ass, Miller!
The guys head back to the track under Coach's whistle, and he pulls me aside as they get further away.
The kid's good, Miller. If you ever need a break.
Coach, come on. I'm fine. Let him play another position or something. He's going to be on the bench all season. Coach studies me for a moment, his brow furrowing.
I've got my eye on you, son. I'll need you to run the guys through some drills after you change, so chop chop.
All right.
Wait a sec. Almost forgot. We have a guest for the preseason.
A guest?
Yeah, Jay Johnson. His dad used to play for the Tigers with me.
Wait. You mean Ryan Johnson?
That's the one.
Coach nods, and it takes everything in me not to completely lose it. Ryan Johnson has a son? I can't decide if I'm more excited or jealous as I try to picture him. Clean cut, like his dad, probably. Maybe my height. Or taller.
No.
I'm running through all the possibilities in my
No.
head when Coach cuts in.
He'll be writing for our preseason. Might even stick around during the season, so no funny business, all right?
Well, you
Writing?
he don't play about it. You don't play about Jay. You don't play about Jay.
If you don't get your act together, maybe I'll have him replace you.
Ooh.
You're sitting in the stands. Say hello before you get changed.
All right, I nod, turning on my heel and marching toward the bleachers. Then, I spot someone sitting alone on the top row. Brown skin, locks falling just over his eyes, and a jacket that's, frankly, too big for him. I glance around, but there's no one else in sight.
That's him.
Hey, can I ask you something? The boy turns, and as our eyes meet, his face catches me off guard. His features are softer than mine, and the way his locks fall just over one eye is almost too perfect. There's something about him, something androgynous, maybe, that grabs my attention for longer than it should. I climb the bleachers, closing the distance a little bit, but still keeping some space between us.
Sorry.
Have you seen anyone pass through here? He shakes his head, and there's this weird flutter that stirs in my stomach, seeing the fullness of his face, but I push it aside. No? Wait. Coach said his name is, Jay. Jay Johnson.
Oh, that's me.
Huh?
That's me. That's me. That's
He's like, this twink? This twink?
He suddenly pulls out a notebook and starts jotting something down. So, he really is here to write.
Yes.
But still, this is Ryan Johnson's son?
Don't stereotype him.
I can't wrap my head around it. Pushing through the confusion, I introduce myself. I'm Christian Miller. I was late, so I didn't get to meet you earlier, but it's nice to meet you.
I'm Jay Johnson. Nice to meet you too.
Before I can say more, he turns back to his notebook, scribbling again. I'm not letting this conversation end that easily. Something about all this feels off. So, you're Ryan Johnson's son? He's kind of a legend around here.
Yeah, he is.
And you're here to write?
Yeah. Is that a problem?
No, not at all. I just thought, with your dad, you might have played sports or something.
No, I'm not really built for that.
Yeah, I was snapped like a twig.
Showing how the oversized jacket drowns him. But it feels too on the nose.
You're still bullying him.
It's almost as if he's putting up a front. Come on. There's got to be some magic in there. You're Ryan Johnson's kid. He gave the Tigers 32 consecutive
32?
wins.
I thought it was 20.
Well, but I'm hoping
Christian, right?
Yeah?
It was nice meeting you, but I have work to do. So,
Right.
Oh no.
Sure. The conversation dies in an awkward silence. And I glance at him again.
He's shy. It's just because
Weirdly dismissed.
he's shy.
As I back away, Jay's gaze doesn't leave his notebook, his pen moving steadily across the page. What's he writing? I can't help but wonder. My eyes flick to Coach, who's standing at a distance, raising an eyebrow and pointing toward the locker room. My stomach tightens.
Oh no.
I'm not sure what's going on. To be honest, I'm not even sure Ryan Johnson's son is really who he seems to be. But one thing's for sure. I need to keep my guard up.
There's nothing to keep your guard up for. He's not gonna do nothing to you. He's not gonna do nothing to you, baby. Like, oh my god. Yes, though. Yeah, his son's not who he really is made out to be. I can't, he's just like, listen, you have to have something going on for yourself. I mean, you can't just be this, like, little authentic writer or something like that. And he's just like, well, yeah. Jay is me. Jay is me. He is so me, bruh. I'm so quick to just end a conversation with someone who's making me uncomfortable. He probably was making him so uncomfortable just then. I'm eating candy corn. See how you eat candy corn? Oh my god. You eat it in small batches. Because people say that the taste of candy corn is disgusting. You eat it in small batches like this. And you just wait a bit. You don't eat like a bag of fucking chips. That's what people be doing. They eat this shit like a bag of fucking chips. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't came to see me eat. I'm excited. I will react to this from now on. I won't do reviews because clearly that was a failure. But although if y'all think I did a good job, let me know in the comments because I feel like I did very terrible. We'll be editing so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you love Black Yaoi. Bye. I'm awkward.